Only a puff of smoke just inside the Polish border, enough to send NATO into crisis. What was thought to be a Russian missile hitting a small village, killing 2 locals. The first time a NATO member had been hit during Russia's war on Ukraine. Poland's Prime Minister immediately putting its military on alert. A strike on a NATO country is considered a strike on all member countries. That's Article 5 of the treaty that governs the alliance. Military experts rushed to the scene to see if it was a Russian missile, as the impact of what had just happened reverberated through the G20. By late this afternoon, more doubt over who was responsible.
It was one of the largest missile barrages yet to be unleashed, hitting targets across Ukraine an hour before dark. This was a residential building in central Kyiv, one of 2 struck not far from the presidential administration. The Ukrainian government believes more than 90 missiles were launched at targets in 10 regions and up to 12 cities.
Our air defense took out 70 rockets, but unfortunately 15 rockets hit energy infrastructure.
As city official after city official reported explosions, it became clear that, not for the first time, Ukraine's ability to produce and distribute electricity was under fire. Cities in the north, south, centre and west reported partial or total blackouts. The national energy company described the situation as critical.
Brussels says its move is a clear message to Iranian clerics. On Monday, the European Union imposed additional sanctions in response to Iran's, quote, unabated and repressive crackdown on Mahsa Amini protesters.
We salute the bravery of the Iranian women who continue demanding basic respect to their fundamental rights. And to support them, today the Council adopted another 31 listing under the Iran human rights regime.
The sanctions, which freeze assets and ban travel, target 29 officials and 3 organizations. They include an Iranian TV channel, the country's interior minister, and the police officers that arrested Mahsa Amini.
After days of heavy fighting, dozens of soldiers on motorbikes came rushing away from the front line into the eastern city of Goma in Democratic Republic of Congo. They've been battling fighters of M23, widely understood to be a proxy of neighbouring Rwanda, although Rwanda denies it. It caused panic. Thousands of people thought M23 had reached the edge of the city. Congo's army said a group of soldiers had panicked unnecessarily while others continued fighting. People here are scared of M23.
Following Russia's invasion of Ukraine and in a bid to break away from being energy reliant, Poland has chosen South Korea to develop the European nation's nuclear power plant. Last month, a state-run nuclear plant operator, Korea Hydro and Nuclear Power Company, and Polish companies ZPEC and PGE signed a letter of intent to build nuclear power plant in Patnow. It's not just Poland. South Korea is gearing up for its next major move in the global nuclear power industry. On Thursday, Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed Bin Salman is visiting South Korea for the first time in 3 years. His visit is likely to mark an important moment in promoting South Korea's nuclear power exports under President Yoon Suk-yeol's pledge to make the country a nuclear reactor superpower.
Donald Trump's announced his candidacy for 2024, officially registering with the Electoral Commission. But while he's ready to run again, it doesn't mean the Republican Party's ready to endorse him. Speaking to supporters at Mar-a-Lago today, he addressed the ballroom with his intentions to run again.
In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
A residential building under construction has collapsed on Tuesday in Kenya's capital, Nairobi. Construction workers are feared trapped under the rubble and rescue operations have begun. According to witnesses, some people who were injured during the collapse are being treated in a nearby hospital. In 2015, 8 buildings collapsed in Kenya, killing 15 people. An audit by the National Construction Authority found that 58% of the buildings in Nairobi were unfit for living.